What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to make a compositionally clean graphic. A lot of times people can get too carried away with adding too many elements into a graphic and it just gets busy and crazy. So today we're going to try and keep it clean. Let's get into it. So to start out, we have a gray background because we're going to do a gradient, but I want it to be a black to gray gradient. So we just have basically two color fills, and then the top one I put a gradient using the gradient tool layer mask on it. So then we're going to add in a few elements over to the sides. It's basically just a couple lines. Those are going to be sort of like border elements, nothing crazy, very clean look. And then here we have some text. So the text is going to be good luck this week, play lights out, and then it just has like lights out a couple times, because sometimes in these graphics you just repeat text. So then we have this simple circuit PNG, and that is going to be like the main part of our background, and it's sort of going to frame our main character in this graphic. So this is all just going to be basically kind of like white space, and that's what's going to help it remain clean. So now I just added in this ellipse down at the bottom. It's just a white circle basically, and then here we have the word play. Over top of that, it's blue, so over top of that I did a gradient overlay to just make it pop even more. So right now we have all the text on there, and basically it's just this one strip is where your eyes go. So it just kind of focuses your attention to the center of the graphic. And then we have the airplane in the middle, a couple other elements here in the corners to just make it a little more interesting. These are obviously going with the theme of Air Force. And then we have our shadows that are going to go under his feet. So a lot of times I just use this strategy, basically just like a ellipse shadow that's kind of bigger on one side than the other, and then just a really faint shadow in the middle. So all just using a black brush that can be easily created. Then we put our athlete on top of it. So on him we have a inner shadow, drop shadow. One of those is a light, and then the drop shadow is to really separate him from the background. So you can see how the drop shadow separates him from the background, and the lighting helps that even more, so he really pops off. And then I used a curves layer to give him a lot of texture and make the lighting look really nice on him. That was also the look kind of that they were going for at the time, so I wanted to stay consistent with that. They also use this texture a lot, so I decided to put that on there as well. It's just like a dot overlay texture. And then I did the apply image thing and basically just kept it on the bottom using a gradient mask. Kept it on the bottom and then took it away up top a little bit. And then we did the apply image thing and made the top glow a little bit. And as you can see with these like little 3 dots on the layer mask, I kind of brushed in around his head just to make that spot like pop a little more. And then I did a color lookup and used another gradient to make the top a little lighter than the bottom, and a hue saturation to take away the skin tones and any like brown you can see kind of up here, to make it all just look really uniform. And then one more hue saturation layer just to fix this blue area up top. So then we just put his name on one line, on the bigger line, and we had another little texture thing to put in the background. It's very faint, I don't even know if you can see it, but it's these blue lines, and I thought those looked really cool. So as you can see, we have a lot of white space, and then your eye is drawn to this very center of the graphic, and it frames him up perfectly. So this is how you create like a really simple, clean looking graphic. You don't need to have like a ton of stuff in your graphic, especially if you're just starting out. This is really easy to do. So I would say keep it clean and make it look nice, make it pop without putting too many elements in it, just to try and make it look cool. This will be on Patreon, so you can go check that out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.